Hi peeps, Junction6 here. Today's Sunday, so no World of Tanks Blitz replays, but instead I'm going to be answering the big questions. Well, a couple of them at least today. And don't worry Ren fans, there will be some Ren playing in the background, and also next week we will definitely be covering some proper Ren material. Right, let's think about this. What are the big questions? Now, I'm not on about the meaning of life or stuff like that. I'm on about proper big questions. The sort of questions which we all need answering. The first one I want to look at is that glass half full or half empty? Yeah, this is a question which has been asked for a long, long time. A lot of people say if you say that it's half full, then you're an optimist. If it's half empty, then you're a pessimist. Often asked this question at job interviews so that they can gain whether you're an optimist or a pessimist. Don't forget though, the obvious answer is technically the glass is always full because it's half full of air and half full of water. But of course, in a job interview situation, the obvious answer is to say the glass represents the company, and I think the leadership have done a fantastic job of providing at least 50% extra growth room for the company. That's the correct answer. It's not just used at job interviews, is it? It's used all the time. People ask you this question, which leads us to want to know what's actually in the glass. We assume that it's water, but it could be a clear liquid, so it could be vodka. Now, if you've drunk half a pint of vodka, your reply is going to be something along the lines of, I do not know what you're talking about, Jimmy. I'll see you and... God, this is awful. I feel sick. And what happens if that half glass is poison? Oh my God, then panic would set in, wouldn't it? Who's drunk the poison? Where are we going to get an antidote? So we need to know for sure what actually is in that glass before we can give a correct answer. Now, I looked online for glass half full pictures and this one came up, which really winds me up because one's empty, one's halfway and one's not even full. Really wound me up, that did. So what is the answer? Is the glass half empty or is the glass half full? Well, the correct answer is the glass is too big, isn't it? Obviously. So that's the first big question answered, isn't it? And the second one was from a few years ago. This was a really big question. Is that dress black and blue or is it gold and white? This was the big debate. This was a massive thing. Yeah, people came up with all sorts of theories. Some saying it's an optical illusion, a bit like this famous picture of the young, beautiful lady looking away, or the old hag looking forwards. But of course, scientists got involved and they said it was all to do with light refraction and the rods in the eyes and how they interact. So the darker you view the image, the more it will appear to be black and blue. In bright light, it will be gold and white. So it all depends on what device or how you're looking at this image. The obvious answer, of course, is this, where you get a dress made up, which is half black and blue and half white and gold. However, what everybody missed in that whole argument is the fact that the dress was horrendous. Nobody would wear that, surely. It's got horizontal stripes and it looks stupid. So, be fashionable. That's the end of the questions for this week. Catch you next week, of course, for some Ren and something different to Blitz.